Ciao Milanisti, it's your boy Kush in the Milan corner. Guys, today we're gonna be focusing on the front four pieces in Milan's lineup. I will be giving you guys 3 different nominees, and you guys let me know in the comment section which player do you think Milan should sign. Now, before I dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you can watch the Milan corner videos as soon as I upload them. Alright guys, starting off with the left wing. Milanisti, I didn't really expect to be having this conversation. I thought we're focusing on the attacking midfield, the striker, and the right wing position, but suddenly we have Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Bro, nailed it. So Kvaratskhelia actually plays for Rubin Kazan in Russia. Apparently he's told his club he doesn't want to play there anymore. He's a young guy, only 20 years old. Suddenly we're being linked with a player from the left wing, which I find odd. We got Rafael Leao, we got Auga, we got Rebic. Why is this happening? Now, right before I started to record, there's some news reports breaking that this report is actually not true. Milan is not that interested in this player. No active negotiations are going on right now, but he is a player that Milan is keeping tabs on. Milanisti, what do you guys think? Kvaratskhelia, is this a player that we need on the left wing? My 2 other nominees for the left wing position? Players we already have. Rafael Leao is number 1. Guys, Leao is not a center forward. Leao is a second striker or a left winger at best. He's played pretty well in that position, and I genuinely think we should be giving him an opportunity to play in that position on the left wing, show his skills, show his ability to cross the ball, and he can occasionally finish as well. And then the 3rd nominee for that position has to be Jens Petter Auga. Now, he hasn't had the best preseason. He seemed to have already been out of Pioli's plans. All the fans are saying, why are we letting go of this guy? And now we've seen him play in the preseason, and we do realize that he doesn't have the same amount of confidence in his play. That doesn't mean he's not a good player. He's just not confident because he's not being favored by the coach. He's almost playing to save his position in the club, and that's not a calm way to be able to show your skills. So of these 3 players, Milanisti, what do you guys think? Kvaratskhelia, Leao, or Auga? Who should be playing in our left wing next season? All right, let's switch directions and move it to the right wing. Now, Domenico Berardi is an Italian Serie A experienced player on the right wing. He has been a key figure for them, but Sassuolo's CEO said that Milan has had no communication with them. At the same time, Berardi's price tag is 30 million plus. That's going to be an expensive tag for Milan. And I highly doubt that Sassuolo is going to be open to any type of a loan plus buy option for a rival in the Serie A. No CEO would be doing favors for a competing club in the same league. But there is a club who's interested in Berardi. And according to reports, that club is Chelsea. Now, you guys know where I'm going with this. If Chelsea were to sign Berardi, Hakim Ziyech's services become obsolete for them. They're not going to have 2 right wingers playing with the same profile. And that is kind of where Milan can enter. Now, this seems to be a jumble of different reports, so it's a tough one to really make a prediction on. But what do you guys think? Domenico Berardi or Hakim Ziyech? At the same time, in Milan's current squad is my second favorite player on this team. Ismail Benacer is my number 1. My number 2, guys, is Alexis Salamakers. He's a right winger who's incredibly aggressive, has that Gattuso-style grinta playing at Milan. Now, he's a very young player, so is he going to be our starter during the Champions League next season? I can see why not. I can see why Milan wants a higher quality player because they're going to be playing the top of the top teams. But Salamakers is good, and you're going to have to give him time to grow. The guy is just not about brute strength or pace. He's about vision. He has creativity. He just needs to work on his finishing a little bit. But I think Salamakers is a special player. And what do you guys think? Looking at these nominees, which player should Milan be going for? Looking to sign one of these 2 players, or sticking with Salamakers on the right wing? Switching gears and moving to behind the striker. Now, at the height of his Leverkusen days, Julian Brandt was worth 50 million plus. But over the last season at Dortmund, he just didn't have the right amount of playtime, and the guy would either like a better opportunity in Germany or he'd like to switch clubs. This is kind of where Milan stepped in. Apparently, Dortmund reached out to Milan for Rafael Leao. Milan started to consider that offer around the 30 million mark. They started to go through Borussia Dortmund's lineup, see if there was any players worth pursuing, and they narrowed it down to Julian Brandt playing as an attacking midfielder behind the striker. Guys, Brandt would become a name in a host of players that we've already talked about for this position. Guys, this is kind of why I haven't been making a lot of videos, because it seems to be the same name. Nothing seems to be concrete, but after a week, I gotta check up on you guys. See what you guys think about the Mercato. That's why I'm giving you the nominations today. You guys tell me, which players are Milan gonna sign? What do you guys think about these rumors about Julian Brandt? Do you think it's another rumor or is it gonna be real? Now, this is a profile that I can still see kind of happening. It seems like the price tag is in the wheelhouse of Milan. He has a lot of experience playing in Serie A. He's a good quality player and he also has a decent amount of experience playing in the Champions League. So Josip Ilicic is one of my preferred options. Ilicic is someone that Milan can score for around that 5 million mark. I don't think that's a bad signing at all. Yes, I know he's 33 years old, but can we extract one season out of him in the Champions League? Yes, I think so. And if we qualify into the top 4 for next season, that 5 million is gonna be worth it. But I think Milan does have to make a marquee signing in that position, especially after losing Çalhanoğlu to a rival in Inter. Which brings us to one potential marquee signing. Nikola Vlasic. Now, while exiting an airport, I believe, Vlasic was asked, hey, are you going to be playing for CSKA Moscow? He was then asked if he's going to be playing for Milan, and I think he again said, I don't know. Guys, I think that means the rumors are serious enough for journalists to actually pursue the athlete. They only named one club. They didn't name 3 clubs. They just said, are you going to Milan? That means there's some reality to this, but can Vlasic actually join Milan? He's clearly an expensive option. He has a few years left in his contract, but he doesn't really want to play for Moscow anymore. So could it happen, Milanisti? Looking at these 3 nominees, which ones do you think there's a realistic chance of Milan actually landing? Which one would you prefer? Julian Brandt, Josip Ilicic, or Nikola Vlasic? Which brings us to the attacking options up front. Now, guys, we already have Ibrahimovic up front. We've already signed Giroud, so we got our experienced quality players, but we don't have youth, and we desperately need youth. So let's kick it off with the one profile that Milan has repeatedly been linked to over the past week, in Kaio Jorge. Now guys, the Kaio Jorge rumors are not leaving Milan, and to be honest, the profile fits. He's a young attacker. Milan has an eye for young Brazilian attackers in our history, and more than anything, he has an expiring contract, which means Milan does not have to make a big transfer splurge on him. But obviously, other clubs see that too. Napoli are interested in this guy. Benfica are interested in him. Juve apparently are in advanced negotiations, which report do you believe, Lord knows. But Milan is certainly in the mix too. And certain reports have claimed that Kaio Jorge actually prefers to come to Milan. In the previous rumor reel where I talked about Kaio Jorge, some of you guys commented and said, we don't need to spend money on this guy. We should just continue to use Colombo. Now, based on his season last year, Colombo scored a goal for Milan. He scored a goal for Brescia. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure I've bought in. I saw a couple of Kaio Jorge's performances and the guy looks solid. Keep in mind, this is not a 20-30 million offer for a Brazilian young striker. This is a small deal for a young player. And the last name on this profile is a repeat from the left wing, Rafael Leao. Milan have constantly played Leao up front in the center forward position. What do you guys think? Should we just completely eliminate the pursuit for a new striker and actually stick with Leao instead? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Olivier Giroud, and Rafael Leao as our center forwards? Milanisti, here are your nominees for the center forward position. What do you guys think? Lorenzo Colombo, Kaio Jorge, and Rafael Leao. So there you go, guys. These are the 4 positions that we've looked at today. 3 nominees for each. Click on the description below. I have written out the positions, copy, paste, write the names that win your nomination for those particular positions, and let me know in the comments section. Also guys, I just want to take a moment to welcome a bunch of you who've come here from Talk Football HD. About 200 plus subscribers came from Talk Football after my conversation with Zishan there. As I already mentioned, guys, same names, same profiles being linked to Milan. Nothing concrete is actually moving along, but once August 1st rolls around, we're gonna have a lot of content previewing the new season. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video if you think Kaio Jorge is coming to Milan. As always, Forza Milan, grazie mille e ciao tutti.